YouTube. What's up, it's your boy Original Dog Man? Man, let me tell you, I don't need to wear this to get this a 10 out of 10. I don't need to wear this to know if I'm gonna get compliments or not. I don't I don't need to experiment with this. I just automatically love this shit. I can't get enough of this, man. Now, I've sprayed it maybe 3 times already. And I'm gonna spray it again today, and I'm gonna go to sleep with it again today. Man, let me tell you, this is sexy. This is, to me, seems like it's gonna be mass appealing. This is just the fucking fragrance to have, Naxos. Hands down, the best tobacco fragrance I have ever smelled. It is not the most powerful, it is not the most potent, but it is the best, in my opinion. And as far as I can tell, objectively, using objective reasoning, this fragrance right here is the shit. And I can't. This is backup bottle worthy, man. I might actually get a backup bottle of this stuff for real. I'm not kidding you, man. This is just, there is something every time I spray this thing. It's just something about it, man. It's something about this fragrance that just speaks to me. And I'm not trying to hype it. I'm really not. I'm just like, I'm blown away by this fucking fragrance. It's smooth. It is not cloying at all. I sprayed it twice just now, and it's you can spray it once and then spray it again. You can tell that it's a little bit more powerful when you spray it again. So spraying it more than once or twice will give you more. It will amplify it more. But I don't think even if you amplify it, it won't be cloying. Some fragrances you can spray a bunch and it'll fucking blow your brains away. I mean, talk about it in a bad way. Like, it'll be cloying as fuck, right? But this bad boy right here, man, I go to bed with it. I think this is like one of the sexiest fucking tobacco fragrances there is. I mean, it rivals fucking Dolce & Gabbana the one, and that's a tobacco fragrance in my opinion. It just rivals it, and I think honestly this blows it out the water. This blows Dolce & Gabbana the one. It doesn't blow it out the water. I say it's like a couple notches above that as far as being sexy. So, man, man. Now I watched Smurfy Girlie's video. I watched a couple people's video, but the one that really spoke to me was Smurfy Girl, Claire. When I watched her video, she compared Renaissance 1861 with Naxos 1861. And she had a very hard time picking between the two. And she actually picked Renaissance 1861 over Naxos, but she said she didn't want to do that. So she was having a hard time deciding which one she wanted to keep if she had to choose one. And she said she would choose Renaissance 1861. And I guess that's her feminine side speaking, because Naxos is, to me, a little bit more masculine than I would believe Renaissance would be. Now everyone says Renaissance. I believe they said it's a citrus, and it's a good citrus mint. I believe that's what they're saying. It's citrus mint, and it's like one of the smoothest, best citrus mints that there is out there. So guess what? That's on its way to be here in a couple days. Hopefully in 2 days, by Friday, or by tomorrow maybe. I don't know. I ordered it last night. So, but this Naxos, man, this Naxos is just look. Motherfuckers are comparing Pure Havana to Naxos. I can see that, but man, please just stop that shit. Don't even fucking compare Pure Havana to Naxos, because Pure Havana ain't got shit on Naxos. Yeah, there's some small similarities, alright? But Naxos is just way the fuck out there. I mean, it's home run. And Pure Havana is still trying to get to what? Maybe third base. Some shit like that, right? Pure Havana is good. I will not lie to you. But as far as Naxos and Pure Havana competing, there's no competition, man. There is no fucking competition. To me, there is no competition. Now, maybe an older batch of Pure Havana. I don't know if it's reformulated. Some people say it is. Some people say it isn't. But I say Naxos is just the best hands down fragrance. Now, yesterday I pulled out Kevin Holt's Andy Warhol. Now that's still a great fucking fragrance, but it has nothing on Naxos. I pulled out Red Tobacco yesterday in Carlisle. It got nothing on Naxos, man. Naxos is just smooth, creamy, wonderful, intoxicating, calming, mellow. It projects, it works, it lasts, and every time, right? Like it lasted hours yesterday. I put it on 3 times, so like I don't know, 8 hours, 8 hours, 8 hours. I woke up in the middle of the night, put it on again because it lasts to me about 7, 8 hours on my skin. Possibly longer on clothes. I didn't spray it on clothes. I just sprayed it on my wrist. Every time, I sprayed it on my wrist. About 3 times yesterday. Now, if I'm exaggerating those 8 hours, then I'll give you guys 6 hours. 6 hours on the skin, it started to die, and then I sprayed it again. But I put it on 3 times yesterday, man. And I'm telling y'all, this motherfucker here is just a beast of a fucking fragrance, man. And when I say beast, I don't mean it's nuclear or anything like that. What I'm saying is, man, it is so good. So I looked into the House of Xerjoff. Renaissance is next. Then possibly after Renaissance, it might be 40 knots. I believe 40 knots will be next. Then maybe More Than Words after that. And I think that'll be it for the House of Xerjoff. Man, I like the bottle, I like the box, I like the presentation, but most of all, I like the juice the most. It's just a fragrance that the tobacco fragrance. Once you get Naxos tobacco fragrance, I'm pretty sure that the rest of the tobacco fragrances that you will ever receive wouldn't have shit on it. Now, I did talk to Sam Broom yesterday. Sam Broom did say that there was another fragrance by Phaedon. It's called Oud Rouge or something, or Tobacco Rouge or something like that. I'm gonna go look that up. He said it's better than Naxos, and he has Naxos. Now, I don't know how true that is. I believe everything that Sam Broom says is true. But I don't want to get. I'm gonna be real with y'all. It's my subjectivity speaking here. I don't want to get another fragrance if the bottle isn't up to par. I don't want to have another mediocre bottle in my fucking collection that's just looking like shit on my shelf. Now, I know that sounds silly to most of y'all, but I'm collecting here. Okay, I'm collecting. I'm not just collecting just juice. I want to collect presentation. Why? Because the resale value on it is going to be that much more better. Now, there's possibly plenty clone houses, indie houses that are selling better fragrances than Naxos, right? But what's the resale value on that shit? Think about that. If the presentation isn't there, if it isn't from a major house like Xerjoff, what's the resale value? I'm investing here as I go. You see what I'm saying? I might get tired of fragrances because I usually pick up a hobby and I drop that shit dead. Now, I'm not saying that I'm going to drop fragrances dead, but if I do, I want to be able to resell this shit for a little bit of something. But if I have a bunch of clone houses no one's ever heard of and their bottles don't even look that good, how am I going to resell that shit? Now, I know to many of y'all that sounds stupid. Hey, I understand it. But the thing is this. I'm collecting now. I'm not just doing it just for the passion. I'm collecting, but I'm also thinking about the future a little bit. Now, I'm not in any mode of anxiety trying to live in the future, all right? Because people who live into the past are depressed. People who live into the future suffer from anxiety. But people who live in the present, which I'm living in, are content and happy. So with that being said, I do think about the future a little bit. So I want to collect and I want to spend my money wisely. That's why I do the research. Not every now and then I'm disappointed. But 9 times out of 10, I hit the mark. 9 times out of 10, I get what the hell I want. So as I invest in these fragrances, now I bought this for, I believe, $229. Naxos, $229. I believe I bought it for $229. I could resell this motherfucker for at least $100, easy, in the next 10 years. Possibly more, depending on if it becomes discontinued or whatever. But I know for a fact that I could at least sell this for $100 and get half of what I paid for. Now I know if it becomes discontinued, definitely know you can sell this for about $500, right? So that's what I'm thinking about. Fragrances may be good, the juice may be good, but if the presentation looks like shit, who the fuck's really gonna buy it for a higher price? So as I collect, I'm not just collecting bullshit bottles. I'm trying to collect the bottles that actually look good and have a decent presentation. Now there's plenty bottles out there with some good juice, and there's a lot of collectors that already have it. But say I quit the fragrance game in 10 years, and there's new people coming into the fragrance game. Now the old heads are already gonna have all the same shit I have. But the new people are going to be looking at the presentation. They're not going to know much about these old indie houses and these old clone houses. They're not going to know much about that. Therefore, they're not really going to jump at the chance to buy it. They're going to be like, what the fuck is that? But a main house like Xerjoff, right? Or Kilian, or Dior, or Chanel, and you get a vintage, of course people are going to jump at that shit. Of course. Now I'm not in it to say I'm gonna quit and sell all my shit. That's not my thing. But if worse comes to worse, I lose my job, or shit hits the fan with the economy, and I get laid off or some shit, bam, I go online and start selling shit, and I'll be okay for a little bit, right? So with that being said, man, I think a couple steps ahead. Look, y'all don't know what the fuck I do. I got my guns in there. I got rations in the closet. I got food that'll last me for a week. I got big buckets of food, dried foods that'll last me for a couple months. I got dry packages of food. I got bug out bags. Y'all don't see all that shit that I do. I can go pull this shit out right now. My daughter has her own bug out bag. So if shit hits the fan like it did in 2020, almost, where we had to head for the mountains, I'm ready. We're ready. We are ready. We thought about this shit a long time ago. You know, we're living in a small apartment, but, you know, it's better to be safe than sorry. You know, there's always somebody in this house. Always. Anybody decides to try to break in, they're going to get their head blown off. Period. Either me or my girl here. I work days, she work nights. Somebody's always here with my daughter. Ain't nothing. And if something does happen, they're going to get hurt. One of us is going to get hurt. That's my mentality. And I get into it with somebody, either I'm going to die or you going to die. If you're that serious about it. But with all that being said, man, I wanted to talk about this fragrance thing. Naxos. Xerjoff, the House of Xerjoff. I think now that Xerjoff possibly will be my next favorite house. Was Mancera, was Chanel, was Dior, was Parfums de Marly, was Initio, now it's Xerjoff. I can't help it, man. I'm just moving on. I'm taking my steps. This is my journey. And for those of you who are new, and for those of you who are already taking this journey, which many of y'all have, you know, I see your journey. I see how you took your steps because I'm taking the same steps that y'all took. But those of you who haven't seen or haven't taken these steps the way I've taken them, possibly you can come along and take the same footsteps that I've taken and enjoy the same fragrances that I've purchased. Now here's the thing. I believe that throughout my collections I have some fuck ups. And I mentioned those fuck ups in my videos. So if you watch my content, you'll see my journey, right? And I believe that my collection, if you go look at my past videos and see my show, I believe that I picked some of the best designers out there as far as masculine men designers go. I truly believe I picked some of the best. Now I may not pick the best fougere because I don't really dive into fougere too much, like Cuddles and a lot of these other dudes. They like those old school. I like them too, but I don't like them as much as they do. I like most of the mass appealing shit. So For those of y'all who like mass appealing shit, that's what my goal is. Now this is niche. Niche isn't supposed to be really mass appealing, but there are some of them out there that are, and this is one of them. So if you're following in my footsteps, man, this is one of the most highly recommended fucking fragrances that I say go get. Go get them. Book it. Book them, Dano, like the video and Time to Musk Up said in my on my channel. He said, book them, Dano. Go book this motherfucker. Go put this on pre-order or order it or go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Get him, boy. The dog man said, get him. Get him. I'm not a shill. I didn't get shit from Naxos. Nothing. I paid for this $229. This is the going price for it on most websites anyway. I've seen it as low as $180. And here's the thing. I'm going to tell y'all how real I am. I've seen this on a website for $180 or lower for 100 ml. But because this one dude, Bajan Benny, has been giving everyone deals and has been treating me properly and has been giving me my fragrances on time in a short period of time, Bajan Benny, from Parfum de Marly Initial Lovers group on Facebook, I could have purchased this for $180, but I purchased it from Bajan Benny for $229. Why? Because I trust him, and he hasn't done anything wrong to me yet. And I'm not saying he will, but as far as me and him doing business, the dude is legit. Fragrance USA, Bajan Benny. And I'm pretty sure he'll treat y'all the same way. As far as price goes, he only charged me what any other fucking fragrance site would charge me. And I'm happy. I'm okay with that. Not a big deal. So, Naxos. Now, the next one I purchased wasn't from Bajan Benny. Renaissance 1861. I didn't purchase that from Bajan Benny. I used somebody else because I want to see if I could trust this dude. So, anyways. And it's a website. It's not just a dude I'm buying off Facebook. So I didn't buy it from him. I bought it from the website. And so basically what this video is about is going to be a tag. What are your secrets in this fragrance community? I'm tagging Tyrone. I'm going to go ahead and tag Miss Tyra from Olfacto Files. I'm going to tag Barry from Centralized, Aussie Fragrance. I'm going to tag Trace Scents, Keith from Fragrant Life, Matt from Georgia Scents. These are the people I watch lately. All right, I'm going to tag everybody. I'm tagging everybody, man. You know, y'all can do it. Y'all don't have to do it. Common Sense, I still watch your shit. King Sense, I'm tagging King Sense. What the fuck are y'all secrets? Okay, everyone has secrets. And it doesn't have to be a secret you want to give away. It could just be a secret like if your girl is having a problem with you bringing in fragrance. I don't. My girl doesn't have a problem with me buying fragrances. So I used to sneak in fragrances because I thought she'd be mad. But I don't sneak in fragrances. What are your secrets? Do you sneak in fragrances in a certain way? Do you put it on a rope and roll it up your bathroom window or some shit? Do you sneak it in with your backpack? Or do you have a secret website you go to? Do you do a secret way of doing Afterpay? Is there another secret way of getting more discount at a certain site? Are there coupons that you guys have? What are your secrets? Now, I'm not saying your secret that only you can have an exclusive secret or an exclusive deal with a company. I want to know, what are your secrets that everyone can benefit also? Like, my secrets is my 35% off discount. And there used to be a 37% off discount if you download Google's store. Go through Google Store, look up FragranceNet, and get a 37% discount that way. That was the 37%. I think they cut that out. That used to be my secret. I used to get 37% off. But everyone can do it. You see what I'm saying? Now I only have RENG7, which is a 35% off discount for FragranceNet. Right? So what are your little tips and tricks, your little secrets to help people in this community purchase fragrances, or to help them or benefit them in any fragrance related topic. How to spray. What are your secrets? All right. So this is a tag video. What are your secrets to help benefit the rest of FragCon? It's your boy Original Dog Man. Peace out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys pick up Naxos because it is very worth it if you like tobacco fragrances. I'm out.